Have you ever read a book that just stays with you long after you've turned the final page? For many of us, that book is Charlotte's Web. It's more than just a children's story. It's a profound tale about friendship, life, death, and the extraordinary power of words. Today, let's journey back to the Zuckerman farm and rediscover the magic of this timeless classic. Our story begins with a moment of crisis. A little pig is born, the runt of his litter. He's small, weak, and considered worthless. His name is Wilbur, and his fate seems sealed. But then, a compassionate young girl named Fern Arable steps in. She sees not a runt, but a life worth saving. With a simple plea to her father, "It's unfair," Fern becomes Wilbur's first protector, raising him with love and care, showing us that kindness can change a destiny. As Wilbur grows, he moves to the Zuckerman's farm. The world expands, but so does his loneliness. He's a spring pig, naive and desperate for a friend in a barn full of busy, indifferent animals. The goose is preoccupied, the sheep are cynical. Wilbur's heartfelt cries of "I want a friend" echo through the barn, a universal plea for connection that we can all understand. It's in this moment of despair that he hears a voice, a promise from the shadows. "I'll be a friend to you." This voice belongs to Charlotte A. Kvetica, a wise and gentle spider. At first, Wilbur is taken aback by her predatory nature, but he soon looks past her appearance to see her kind heart and sharp mind. Their friendship blossoms, an unlikely bond between a pig and a spider. They spend their days talking, sharing stories, and simply enjoying each other's company. Charlotte becomes Wilbur's mentor, teaching him about the world from her unique perspective high up in the barn doorway. This friendship is the heart of our story, a testament to looking beyond the surface to find a true connection. But a shadow looms over their idyllic friendship. As the seasons change, Wilbur learns a horrifying truth. He's being fattened up for Christmas dinner. The old sheep bluntly delivers the news, and Wilbur's world shatters. Panic and fear consume him. He's just a pig. What can he do? His life, which had just begun to feel so full of joy and friendship, is now threatened. He turns to the only one he trusts completely, his dearest friend, Charlotte. And this is where the story truly becomes extraordinary. Charlotte, facing her friend's impending doom, doesn't despair. Instead, she puts her brilliant mind to work. She knows she can't physically fight the farmer. She must use what she has, her web, and her words. She promises Wilbur, "I am going to save you." It's a promise born of deep loyalty and love. She conceives a plan that is as clever as it is delicate. She will make Wilbur so famous, so celebrated, that no one would ever dream of harming him. Her plan begins to unfold one morning. Woven into the center of her web, shimmering with dew, are the words, "Some pig." The Zuckermans are astonished. It's a miracle. News spreads like wildfire. People flock to the farm to see this remarkable pig and his miraculous web. Suddenly, Wilbur is no longer just an ordinary pig, destined for the smokehouse. He is some pig, an extraordinary creature. Charlotte doesn't stop there. She needs to keep the momentum going. She listens to the other animals, drawing inspiration for her next message. The goose suggests "terrific," and soon that word appears in the web. Wilbur, encouraged by the attention, tries his best to live up to these descriptions. He tries to be terrific, to look radiant. He's not just passively being saved. He's an active participant in his own rescue, fueled by Charlotte's belief in him. The words have a powerful effect. they change how people see Wilbur. He's no longer just livestock. He's a local celebrity, a source of wonder. The words radiant and humble follow, each one carefully chosen by Charlotte to highlight Wilbur's best qualities. This isn't just a trick. Charlotte genuinely sees these qualities in her friend. She's not just weaving words. She's weaving a new reality for Wilbur, one where he is valued and cherished. It's a beautiful illustration of how language can shape perception and, quite literally, save a life. The climax of their efforts comes at the county fair. This is Wilbur's final chance. He needs to win a prize to secure his safety. Charlotte, now growing weaker as her own life cycle nears its end, travels with him. She knows this will be her last great act. In the bustling, overwhelming environment of the fair, she summons her remaining strength to weave one final masterpiece. For this special occasion, she chooses the perfect word, humble. It captures Wilbur's gentle and unassuming nature perfectly. Against all odds, Wilbur wins a special prize. The crowd cheers, and Mr. Zuckerman announces with pride that Wilbur will live a long life. He is saved. The celebration is immense, a victory for friendship, loyalty, and the quiet power of a tiny spider. But amidst the joy, a poignant reality sets in. Charlotte's work is done, but her life is also coming to an end. In a quiet, heartbreaking scene back at the deserted fairgrounds, Charlotte says goodbye to Wilbur. She's too weak to return to the farm. She has used all her energy to save him. She teaches him one last lesson about the natural cycle of life and death, accepting her own fate with grace and dignity. She tells him, "You have been my friend." That in itself is a tremendous thing. Wilbur is devastated, but his love for Charlotte inspires one final act of loyalty. He cannot save her life, but he can save her legacy. He carefully retrieves her egg sac, her magnum opus containing 514 unborn children, and carries it back to the farm. He guards it all winter, protecting the future generation of his dearest friend. Spring arrives, and Charlotte's children hatch. Most fly away on the breeze to make their own way in the world, but 3 decide to stay in the barn. Wilbur's loneliness is eased. He has new friends, and he takes on the role of mentor, telling them all about their incredible mother. He honors Charlotte's memory by living a long, happy life, forever grateful for the spider who taught him about friendship and saved him with her words. So, what does Charlotte's Web teach us? It teaches us that true friendship knows no bounds and can be found in the most unlikely of places. It shows us that loyalty means standing by your friends, especially when they are at their most vulnerable. And most profoundly, it reveals the immense power of words. Words can build people up, change perceptions, and create miracles. Charlotte didn't just write words in her web. She showed the world the truth about Wilbur's worth. This story beautifully navigates the complexities of life and death, reassuring us that while life ends, love and legacy endure. Wilbur never forgot Charlotte. Her memory lived on through her children and through the pig she saved. It's a powerful reminder that a life well lived and a friendship deeply cherished can create ripples that last forever. It's a story that will always be terrific, radiant, and humble, just like the pig at its heart. Thank you so much for joining me on this look back at a literary treasure. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and share your own memories of Charlotte's Web in the comments below. See you next time.